Speak sponsored by rxcardclub.com. Get a free prescription drug card and save up to 85% on prescription drugs. rxcardclub.com, California to launch insulin for just 11 a pen. Breaker number 148, California will start selling low-cost insulin January 1, nearly 3 years after Governor Gavin Newsom announced a plan to make life-saving medications more affordable for folks with diabetes. Break the state's insulin and number 148, sold under the brand name CalRx and number 148, will be available at a recommended price of $11 per pen, or $55 for a 5-pack. Break the move is part of a partnership between the state and the non-profit Chivika, which manufactures the drug. Break and number 156, you don't need a new prescription, and number 157, Newsom said at a news conference. And number 156, it's access on the basis of affordability. And number 157. Break the new CalRx insulin will work as a generic version of glargine, a once-daily injectable that helps control blood sugar. Break greater than a comparable 5-pack of Eli Lilly's Riesvogler sells to pharmacies for about $88, according to the governor's office, although patient costs vary depending on insurance coverage. Break California entered a 10-year agreement with Chivika and India-based Biocon Biologics in 2023, investing $50 million in the insulin's development and another $50 million toward a future manufacturing facility, NBC News reported. Break officials say the program could save patients between $2,000 and $4,000 per year. It could also yield additional savings for the state of California, which buys insulin for millions of residents on public health plans. Break about 38 million Americans live with diabetes, according to the American Diabetes Association. Break insulin costs have been a major financial strain, especially for folks without insurance. Break and number 156, California consumers need relief now, so health advocates are relieved to see CalRx moving quickly to lower insulin costs for the people of California while continuing to pursue other needed prescription drug cost solutions. And number 157, Chris Noble, organizing director of Health Access California, a statewide advocacy group, told NBC News. Break Newsom's CalRx initiative is part of a Speak broader plan to produce and sell state-branded generics at lower prices. Break earlier this year, the state also announced plans to sell naloxone, a medication that can reverse opioid overdoses, under the same program. Break Chivika plans to distribute its low-cost insulin nationwide to pharmacies as well. Break state analysts, however, have warned that California's entry into the insulin market could prompt other manufacturers to scale back availability, an unintended consequence that officials are monitoring. Break sources NBC News, October 16, 2025. Break disclaimer, statistical data in medical articles provide general trends and do not pertain to individuals. Individual factors can vary greatly. Always seek personalized medical advice for individual healthcare decisions. Break and copy, 2025 Health Day. All rights reserved. Break ad as a preferred source on Google. Read this next new diagnosis code for patients with type 2 diabetes in remission. Break and number 148, use lifestyle interventions to show no signs of type 2 diabetes for at least 3 months. There's a code for that. E11.A. Starting October 1, break more patients using GLP-1 drugs prior to weight loss surgery. Break Wednesday, October 8, 2025 and number 148, many more folks fighting excess weight are using weight loss drugs like Ozempic or Zepbound to cut pounds before undergoing bariatric surgery. Break sepsis risk doubled with type 2 diabetes. Break Friday, September 19, 2025 and number 148, type 2 diabetes appears to double a person's risk for life-threatening sepsis, a new study says. Men and people under 60 with diabetes are. Break more news resources for MedWatch Drug Alerts Daily Med News for health professionals, new drug approvals, new drug applications, drug shortages, clinical trial results, generic drug approvals. Subscribe to our newsletter. Break whatever your topic of interest. Subscribe to our newsletters to get the best of drugs.com in your inbox. rxcardclub.com. Get a free prescription drug card and save up to 80% on prescription drugs. Less than /speak.